Okay, welcome everyone. I'm excited to be on the call today with you all. We have a couple of really special guests today I'm very excited about. But I haven't met all of you, so before we get started, I just wanted to briefly introduce myself. My name is Leanne Wilson. I am a qualified national marketing director with the Juice Plus Company, and I have had the very distinct pleasure to work with Sarah since January. And oh my gosh, what a blessing, what a special time that's been for both of us, actually. You guys are in for such a treat as having Sarah as your leader. She is just so passionate. She's got such a servant's heart, and she's just so committed to this mission of inspiring healthy living around the world, you guys. And the purpose for this call today is we're going to be talking about getting your team to senior sales coordinator. And at this level, this is what's called considered the first leadership position. You need a team to do that. And so we're going to be talking to you guys a little bit about that. And we brought in a couple of special guests. I'm going to introduce my sponsor, Linda Shellhammer, who is a national marketing director with the Juice Plus Company, and then I'll let her go ahead and introduce really our speaker for this morning. But so Linda Shellhammer is a national marketing director. She's my sponsor, and she used to be an RN, or still is an RN, and she was in hospice and spent her time working with people, helping them to die, and she decided she wanted to help people live, and so she became a full-time came to the Juice Plus Company full-time, started working for us full-time, and is now a national marketing director full-time with the Juice Plus Company. With that, Linda, I'm going to turn it over to you and let you say what you want to say, and then introduce Bree, please.
Thank you, Leanna. And you all are on the best team. I'm not kidding. We are the fastest moving team in the country, and or one of them, right up there in the top. And Leanna and Sarah are such amazing leaders. They know how to do this. This is how we do it. And they have a good grasp on that. And you're very fortunate to be part of this team. And they're fortunate to have you. They brag on you guys all the time. I've heard great stories about each of you on this team. So very excited about where your life could be in 5 years, because you never have any idea when you sign that little dotted line where it's going to take you. And I know it's taken all of us beyond our dreams. Our dreams have become bigger and just more amazing. And we're able to leave a legacy for our families. And we're able to travel the world and just live our dreams, but also to make so many more people healthy by just being by ourselves. So Bree Bergford, she really has one of the fastest growing teams in the company. And I watch them. She says that she births national market directors. So that's what she does. She just raises up NMDs, and she's raising them up by the score. They're just multiplying. She's got all these little well, they're not rabbits. They're like rabbits, but they're multiplying like rabbits. NMDs multiplying like rabbits. And it's so fun to watch. And there's a system and how she does it. And it's very fun, but it's also very focused with a lot of intention, and she's going to tell how she does it. But I got to say that I watch them do this. They get together. This is our plan. This is what we're going to do. This is what we need to do. And bam, it's done. And when you think it's impossible, when you think your business is in a slough, when you think, all of a sudden it can turn around in 1 hour. And I've seen it happen with her team, and I'm going to have her share. This is how she does it.
Well, thanks, Linda, for the introduction. And Sarah, I'm just honored to be able to talk with you and your team as you guys are going for this goal of senior sales coordinator. It's so exciting. And I love it. It's such a huge accomplishment to do. And what I want to say, though, is that this isn't just about getting Sarah to a goal. This isn't about, she has a goal. She wants to hit SSC, and everyone's just going to cheer her on and say, great, I hope you do it. I mean, this truly is the first, like Linda touched on this, but this really is the first, situation where it literally does depend on a team. If you don't have a team that is working, that is passionate together about changing lives, you really can't get to this goal. And so I just want to start by saying that, I'm going to tell just a tiny little bit of my story, and then I'm going to come back a little bit to what I was just talking about. But, 11 years ago, I never knew what I was saying yes to. And in fact, I didn't want to be saying it like what I thought this was going to be. I didn't think I wanted it. But gosh, I wish I would have known back then what this was going to turn into. I wasn't looking for a business. I didn't necessarily sign up because I wanted to do anything with it. But when I realized what it did for my kids' health, totally transformed my kids' health within the first month of being on Juice Plus. My husband and I knew that we had not only excitement about sharing it with people, but we knew we had a mission that we were on. And we felt like God had said, this is a ministry for you to reach out to people, because people don't eat what they're supposed to, and people are sick and they need answers. And so I will tell you that this last 11 years has been so incredible. Once I embraced that, and once I realized how many people really needed hope, and you got to hear Leanna talk about Linda and say that she was tired of helping people die and she wanted to help them live. And I feel like this is such an area where we can help people live, not just live so that they don't die, but to live these full, amazing, incredible lives that, literally, I feel like someone should pinch me every day. I can't believe that this gets to be my life, that I get to work with some of my very best friends in the world, and together we're impacting people forever. I don't know how long you all have been in the business, but I just want to speak a second to this. Whether you're brand new on Sarah's team or you've been around for a while, maybe you've already done your 2000 plus, whatever it is, I hope you understand just the, I almost said bigness. I don't think that's really a word. I don't know. I'm not really totally all awake this morning, but just the large scale, I guess, that this could be for what this does for people. I really just had no clue that there were going to be people that were going to thank me. And so that's what I want to say to you is the first time you have someone thank you for caring about them enough to share about Juice Plus, whether it was about the product or the business or the community or the fact that now they feel like they have a purpose in their life. I have major stories of people on my team in all of those realms and even more. We're offering freedom to people. And I said this last week to some friends, is that literally this isn't just fruits and veggies in a capsule. It's hope in a capsule, and it's freedom in a capsule. And when you have people that thank you, again, whether you're new or you've been around for a long time, that never gets old. When someone comes to you and says, thank you, because my child who was so sick, now is actually eating fruits and vegetables, and now we don't have to take him to the doctor so often. Or when, the first time, and this has happened multiple times to me, when someone comes up to you and says, thank you, because if you wouldn't have shared this with me, I don't know where my marriage would be. And I literally feel like Juice Plus has saved our marriage. I've literally heard people say that to me, and that's so humbling, but it's such an incredible chance to really bless people and to take care of people and to really impact them. And so I just, first of all, want to say I'm glad you're here and that you're in an amazing place, because where else do you get to get paid for impacting people's lives at this really deep level like this? It's just amazing. So that being said, and Leanna, I don't know, I think there's someone that needs to be muted that just hopped on, if you don't mind. And so I just really am excited you guys are here. I think it's really just going to be an incredible thing. But to remember that this isn't about Sarah. I'm going to go back to that now. This isn't just about Sarah hitting some goal. This is about you guys pulling together as a team and doing this. And I heard this once from someone who was coaching me, and I thought it was so brilliant. They said, right now, this is just, you're one person. And they said, you're one person who's getting help from all these other people on your team, but one day you're going to get to turn around and do that for someone else. So right now, I think there was Lizzie, if I'm remembering that right, that's on. And, she's on, or did I get that name wrong? Nobody's nodding at me. But anyway, yes, there is a Lizzie. Okay, so Lizzie's on. I'm going to use Lizzie as an example. Right now, Lizzie, you're one person who's going for whatever goal you're going for, and that's also going to help Sarah. But one day there's going to be a whole crowd of people that are helping you to go for this goal. And so I love these calls. We do them on our team all the time because I think it's just a glimpse of a team working together. I got to go to a hockey game last night, and I wasn't planning on talking about this, but I think that you'll understand what I'm talking about. And I know a lot of you are military that are on this call, but you cannot play a hockey game without having a team. And the funny thing I learned about this team here in Las Vegas is that because they just started this hockey program, they literally are a bunch of misfits from all around. So my friend Tiffany was telling me this last night. She's like, these are a bunch of people who nobody else wanted, and they came together. And so the coach had, like, I can't remember if she said 2 weeks or 2 months. I think it was like 2 months to really help them to grow together as a team. That probably was pretty hard for that coach to do. But you know what? Those guys, you would never have known they won the game last night against the like number one team, but they played together so well. And I kept watching the way they supported each other and the way that they encouraged each other and the way that they played on that ice together. You would have thought they were the team that had been all together for years. And so that's what I want to also say for you guys is that even though this team has only started in January for Sarah and all of you, what you guys can achieve is so huge when you work together as a team to really help change some people's lives. And then once you get there, you just turn right around and you help other people do the same thing, which is really awesome. And the other thing is that when Sean Myers he and his wife Jennifer are above Linda. So it kind of tells you the lineage of all this. And he always says, we can't reach any of our goals if we don't help you reach your goals. What other business, you guys, could that happen where you are helping people, right? And they're reaching goals. Not only do you get to celebrate that because it's so fun to watch them achieve that and, for them to thank you for the part that you had in it, even though it's a small part, just to know that because you shared with them, they're achieving this, but then you achieve goals for that. I mean, it's just like crazy. This business model is the most brilliant thing I've ever heard of. And I literally am so grateful for what it's done for my family. My husband is actually getting ready to close down his law practice. And it's kind of a really big, crazy thing. I mean, when we started, we were on food stamps and Medicaid, you guys, and he was just starting school to go be an attorney. And in my head back then, this is the very beginning of my business. And remember, I didn't want a business. So I thought it was just signing up as a rep to just, get a little bit of a like kickback on our own product. And, I thought that the law thing, him being an attorney, was going to be our future. It was going to be what was going to bring us in some money one day. And you guys, I've been making more money than my husband for years. And, it's just been one of those things where the cases are kind of drying up and we really feel like God is calling him to come and work more with me and do some more things that he really is passionate about religious freedom and his nonprofits that he has. And so all of that is exciting, but I wouldn't have had that option had I not said yes to this business. And so I don't know why you all said yes. But I hope that this really encourages you to know that whatever you want from this business, you can have, and that there are options and there is freedom like you never even dreamed. I mean, Linda's living out her dream getting to, I think you guys probably know this, but in case you don't, she also, because of this business, is able to go and she wrote this book for moms. I think she's writing a part two. Is that right? Did you already start? Yeah, she's writing a part two. And it's for moms who have lost a child because she lost her own son when he was 15 years old. And so Linda gets to minister to these women who need someone to just pour hope and health and healing into them. And you know how cool that Linda gets to live out her dreams, not just with Juice Plus, but also in this next phase of what she feels like God is calling her to do. And I just can't tell you enough how exciting that is for me. So I know that Sarah is she is blowing the doors off things. And Sarah, I'm so excited for you. And I can't wait to watch you walk the stage. And Leanna, can I tell them the funny little story about us on the stage for SSC?
Sure.
Okay. So Leanna and I actually made SSC at the same time. And we got to walk the stage together to walk across the stage for SSC. So of course we wanted to walk together, and I remember Linda standing down there and Jennifer and Nyla, who's above Linda, and they're with flowers and they're cheering for us. And Leanna and I were just so excited. Like, we were beside ourselves because when I made sales coordinator, I don't know about Leanna, but when I made sales coordinator, you didn't used to walk across the stage. You didn't have like the whole fast track thing. So that was my first time on the stage, and I thought, like, this is pretty amazing. Sort of felt like I have arrived, And so but that was just the beginning, literally. So Sarah, I can't wait to see what's ahead after this for you. But Leanna and I are on the stage and we're getting ready to like walk off. And I go, wait, Leanna, we're not leaving yet. And there was a podium that was right there next to us. And I don't know how many of you have been to conference, but the podium was like where people give their NMD speech. And so I said, come over here. And so we were sort of by the podium anyway. And she was probably, I don't know if she was mad at me or she just thought I was half crazy, but I said, we're standing right here at this podium because I said, this is where we give our NMD speech, and I want us both to stand here and like feel what it's going to feel like. So we're waving to people like you would have thought. I thought I was like the Queen of England. I'm like waving to our little fans down on the, like that are cheering for us. And seriously, it was like, it felt like a dream. And Leanna and I were just laughing, and she was like, can we go now? And I said, no, we have to stand here because this is good for us, because this is what being an NMD is going to kind of feel like. And I still remember that like it was yesterday. And I just also want to say cool thing, and I wasn't planning on saying this, but I just feel like I need to. So Leanna, I'm saying it. She is also getting so close to NMD. And I don't know how many of you know that, and look at Sarah cheering. Okay. I didn't know I was going to get emotional, but Leanna, I can't wait to see that happen. Woo! And what this is going to do for your team is crazy. Like, you're giving permission, not that you need to give her permission, but you walking the stage as an NMD is going to give Sarah and the rest of this team, the rest of your team, incredible hope about their futures. And so I just want you to know, friend, I am so proud of you. And I can't wait to watch you walk across that stage. So sorry, I didn't even mean to say that or cry. But Sarah, I'm excited for you to get to watch your leader be able to do this. And we're all going to be sitting on that floor crying and cheering, and it's going to be amazing. So just know that what that's going to do for all of you is pretty incredible. Let me just make sure I'm not forgetting something on my notes. Okay, so with our team, we rally together as a team and we plan it out, and we just say, we're going to do this. And I know that you guys you know what you need to do. If you have any questions, go to Leanna. She will help you map it out. But I just want to say for everyone on this call that you are part of something bigger, and you're part of something incredible. And when Sarah walks that stage and she stands up there and she imagines herself as an NMD one day, I hope that every single one of you will take some of that hope and that encouragement, knowing that this is just, anything is possible for you. And this really is incredible. So I am so excited. There are people out there, you guys, that are praying for an answer. Waiting because they need some hope in what they're doing in their life, and they just, they need this. And so let's be really brave. And I just want to encourage all of you to be brave and to share your story, and to know that when you share your story, you offer somebody that hope in a capsule. Like I talked about, you offer somebody the chance to say yes to an even bigger life than they ever dreamed of. And that you're making an impact. And I just want to say too, as I finish up what I was going to say and pass it over to Sarah, is that I know that a lot of you are military, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your service, for what you guys do, the sacrifices you make for this country, and for being away from your families and whatever that looks like for you. I just want to thank you so much for serving. And I also want to say that military families, this is where the magic happens. So you guys, there's a lot of incredible quality people that already know how to think right, how to be leaders, how to be strong, how to be hardworking. And so the military situation, that's not the right word, but building a military team is incredible. We have a ton of military on our team, and I love working with them because they're all heart. They're so passionate. And so again, I just want to thank you guys, and I can't wait to meet each one of you in Phoenix and get to watch Sarah walk the stage. So anyway, congratulations on what this is going to look like your next 5 months, or how many months do we have left? I think 4 months left before conference. So I can't wait to see what happens for you guys. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to the amazing, wonderful Sarah.
Oh, thank you so much, Bree. I'm sitting here crying with you, and I'd like to blame it on pregnancy hormones, but that's just not true. But yeah, we are doing some really, really big things with this team. And I love that you focused on hope and what this business and this product really do for people. and that's kind of funny. I was sitting at my very first conference, everybody here knows, and I was listening, and that's where I came up with the name for this team, since we're now finally big enough to have a name. And Hope on Fire, right? We're going to set the world on fire by bringing some hope. And that's what I want for everybody on this team. And yeah, this is about helping me get to SSC, but it's bigger than that. I want everybody to put their heart and soul into their own business, because each one of us has a very unique gift at reaching out and touching so many more lives than I ever could by myself. And it's our combined effort that is going to make this just such an amazing story for so many people. And as Bree was talking about stories of hope and change and what it's done, I just kept thinking about different families that I have been able to work with too. And same thing, their kids, we actually have on our team, because of Cassidy's bravery, we have a baby that's about to be born into this world because of Juice Plus that may not have been here otherwise. And you can't tell me for a second that that isn't God's work and isn't freaking amazing. I thought I'd get through this without crying. Probably not. So I wanted to share my big why with you guys, though. And this is where I feel I'm being called right now. When I was at conference, at the very end, we had a little breakout session that was voluntary, and we got to speak with retired Air Force General Jeff Kendall. He gave a presentation on a project that he is actually working with Bree's husband very closely, that just had me in tears, broke me down to my core. We're working on a project to connect wounded vets who are disabled and their full-time caregivers with Juice Plus, either, at a more affordable cost, and then also the business, because we have so many vets that have come home and their lives are radically changed forever, and our government doesn't have the capacity to take care of them in the way that it should. And a lot of you who know me from my service, I had a lot of issues where I felt that we weren't taking care of our people the way that we could have and should have. And this is really my big why. Every single person on this call either has served, is still serving, has a spouse, a father, an immediate family member that they have, a sister who is currently serving. And our combined efforts to bring this program to fruition, and then the outreach that we have the ability to do with all of our connections, you guys, is just going to change so many lives. We literally have disabled vets whose families are going hungry regularly, and it's awful. They sacrifice so much for us and for our security, and the least we can do is give them some hope, give them some security for the future. And so that's my big why. And that's why I have to put my big girl pants on some days and go talk to people that I'm scared to death to talk about what I'm doing and how I'm sharing. And, but I think, but what if I don't try? What if I don't talk to that person? Maybe they'll tell me no, but what if this is the thing that they've been praying for and waiting for too? And so that's the thing that I just keep going back to every time I get scared or, feeling a little defeated. What if I don't? And I would encourage each one of you to think about that. And then I don't know, Leanna, do we have time to discuss what this battle plan looks like a little bit, or should we save that for another time?
Hey, Sarah, I can, in these closing minutes, just pop it up on the screen so people kind of understand where. I'll share my screen here quick.
Okay, thank you.
Before we end the call.
Leonard Wilson.
What the heck? My Siri's going off here. Before we do that, though, I know, Bree, that you have a really busy day, and so I wanted to make sure that I just, from the bottom of my heart, say thank you, Bree and Linda, both of you, for getting on this call and sharing your heart with our team and encouraging us and inspiring us and showing us the way. You both are beautiful way showers. And so if you need to go, Bree, I totally understand. I totally get that. We'll put the battle board up here quickly. But again, thank you guys.
I wanted to say thank you again to Bree. And one thing I want to make sure, I don't know that everybody on this call understands. You're not even in our upline. You're a sideline buddy that's amazing. And you just took time out of your day with all of your people, your literally hundreds of reps, and your team that needs you and relies on you to just be here and give us a little bit of hope and inspiration. And I just, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for doing that. It means a lot.
You're so welcome, Sarah. It was an honor.
Yeah, and I don't know that we bragged on you enough. So how many national marketing directors do you have in your team, Bree?
5
5 national marketing directors.
Yeah.
And they're headed towards 100 club. So they are just wildly popular, yes, popular, but wildly successful, and one of the fastest growing teams in the company. And we are very, very blessed to have her. So again, thank you, Bree, for taking your time out.
You're so welcome.
Okay.
Love you guys.
Love you. Okay, we're going to share our screen here. Let's see, I might need my glasses for this. And then if you want to talk through this just a little bit, we've got about 7 minutes here. Can you see it?
And yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Hopefully everybody else, well, we've got a lot of people on the phone, so they'll have to, I'll send it out later too so people can see it. If you're able to see the screen, you'll see that I have handwritten out kind of a battle board that shows what this looks like for a whole team to achieve these goals. And what you'll see when you look at it is it's a lot of names, and it's a lot of goals, and it's a lot of individual people putting in their effort and going for their personal goals. And one of those big ones is to get Cassidy Smallwood to sales coordinator. She is inches away, and man, God, it's so exciting. I can't wait.
We're excited, Cassidy.
Continue.
And we have 2 of her newest team members, Stacy Smith and Lydia Lavari, who just joined up, that are barreling down at their DD, and that's going to be the thing that pushes her over the edge. I can't wait to see what happens for Stacy and for Lydia too. So they'll see their names on this list a couple of times. And then some other key players. I do have my required VFs to get there, my 2,000 plus achievers, but I put several names down. Sharon, I know you're on that call. You're on this list, baby girl. I put basically everyone that I know can 100% get to 2,000 plus and get their bonus. And you know, again, whenever we get these goals, it's a marker of how many lives we've changed, and it's pretty exciting. So I put all these names down, and I hope that you'll get a chance to look at this a little bit later. And then the big one that we need to do is we need people who are already VFs to qualify their business. And we can talk about that a little bit more a little bit later, I guess, unless anybody has any specific questions right now.
Okay, you guys, we'll wrap up this call, but again, you know, this is about your team getting to senior sales coordinator, and I'm just so excited to see you guys. Well, and I guess, have we talked about your deadline? Sarah, does your team know about your deadline and your fast track?
No, actually, I don't think I've actually said that out loud. My absolute drop dead deadline is January 4th, but to be able to do this in 1 month, we're going for December. December is the month where we need the magic to happen. And what's really great, especially if you're just starting out, we've got all kinds of people who are going to be wanting to jump on for a shred in January to start kickstarting their healthy habits again and getting back on that horse after the holidays. And December is just a wonderful time to find new customers and new team members, people who are ready to just join in, especially when we talk about what we're able to do for people. I think it just speaks to the magic of Christmas season. So December is just going to be a fabulous time for all of us, and I just want to see us just shoot for the moon, and right, if we miss, we'll fall amongst the stars. So that's all we can hope for.
So our plan is to set up a Voxer chat with all of us, and Sarah and I will be working together I'll be filling in. She's an awesome leader, but I'll be filling in where she needs some help, because we're going to be doing some, we're going to be fast tracking here by the end of December. So we'll be setting up a Voxer chat. She'll be working with each of you to make sure you understand what you need to do, what your role is as part of the team, and getting your commitment towards working towards your goals to meet her goals. So I assume, Sarah, you'll be doing that as soon as possible, setting up that Voxer chat. And then if we need to meet, again, we certainly can do that, but I think we can handle most things through Voxer. That's all that I had for today, Sarah. Do you want to close it up?
Can I just say something, Anna?
Sure, please do.
December is such a wonderful month because people are in the mood for buying and gifting. So sharing the gift of health through the Tower Garden is a wonderful thing to challenge your people with. They've got the new lights are out and they're ready to go. You can order them now. So just focus on sharing that gift of health. You can have little FaceTimes called Holly Berry and Health or the Jingle Bell Rock or something. But take advantage of the season in December. Don't use it for an excuse. Use it for a reason why you can really take advantage of this month. So, yay.
Thanks,
Thank you, Linda.
Sarah?
I was just saying thank you, Linda, again for being here. And I wanted people to see your face too, Linda, because I know we've got a lot of potential customers out there that have some specific health concerns. And I know that you're just going to be such a blessing to our team to be able to connect these people with your medical history, or not history, but experience as an RN, and just what you're able to bring to the table for them. So thank you again for being here. And if you guys haven't met Linda, that's Linda. She's awesome. You're going to love her.
All right, you guys, we're going to let you go. I'm going to stop.
And use me for.
Yes.
Thanks, Lana. Thanks, Kathy. Everybody that's on this call, taking your time out. And have a great holiday.